Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding how to upload module to Odoo App Store. So you already have used the Odoo App Store for downloading different modules as well as buying different modules. So we all know that Odoo App Store is a platform where we can download the Odoo modules. So you might have think about, sometimes you might have already think how we can upload our own module to Odoo App Store. And some people might have doubt like whether I can upload module or is there is any limitation. So actually there is no limitations like Odoo partners can upload module or there is no such criteria. Anyone who know to develop a module can upload and sell their modules in Odoo App Store. So let's see how we can upload a module into the Odoo App Store. So actually either you can sell a module as free or you can sell a module as a paid module. So the decision is yours whether to sell it as a paid module or whether to sell it as a free module. So before starting in this video, you should have an Odoo account and you should have a GitHub account. So if you haven't these accounts, simply you can watch our recent videos. Like you can see we have explained a video how to create an account in odoo.com, and here we have another video how to create a GitHub account. So just create an account in odoo.com and create an account in github.com. So once you have these accounts, we will see how we can upload a module to Odoo App Store. So in order to do this video, I have created a module. So if I go to PyCharm, here you can see I have created a new module called Odoo Tutorials. So here you can see Odoo Tutorials, which is a copy of OM Hospital module. So I cannot upload OM Hospital into the Odoo App Store because I already have uploaded it from Odoo Mates account. So in this video, what we will be doing is that we will be uploading the Odoo Tutorials module to the Odoo App Store. So first of all, what we have to do, first of all we have to go to our GitHub account and create a repository. So I'll go to my browser and here I have my GitHub account that I have created in order to show or in order to make this video. So the first process is to have a GitHub repository. So here you can see you have a new button. So I'll click on this new button, and before creating the repository we have two options, that is either we can make the repository as public or you can create it as private. So the standard is that suppose if you are going to sell free modules, use public repositories, and once you if you are going to create sell private that is paid modules, use private repository. So you can keep two repositories in your hand, that is one is for free modules and one is for paid modules, and just upload free modules to public repository and paid modules to private repository. So right now what I'll do, I'll be using the public repository. So the advantage of the public repository is that, so let me duplicate this tab and let me search for Odoo Mates here. Odoo Mates, I cannot see, so let me remove this and I'll show you. So here I'll be searching Odoo Mates. So still I'm not able to make. So what I'll do, GitHub Odoo Mates, I'll search like this, GitHub Odoo Mates, and here you can see this is our public repository that we are using for uploading free modules to Odoo App Store. So here you can see Odoo Mates / Odoo Apps, and here you can see all our free modules will be available inside this repository, and we have another repository for putting the paid modules. So what I am saying is that when you are creating or when you are uploading modules for free, try to keep the repository as public, so user can download the modules from here and user can see all the commit history. Also if they face any issues, they can come here in the GitHub and create some issues here, or if they want to contribute to your project, they can create pull request. So here you can see they can create, you can see that you can see before 20 hours there is a fix. So this is the advantage. So once you are selling free module, or it is a free module, keep it as a public repository. So let's go back to creating a GitHub repository. So from here we will be creating a repository. So I'll create the repository name as Odoo Apps. So you can give any name. So you can see I'll give the repository name as Odoo Apps, and I'll keep it as public, and initialize the repository with a readme file. So I'll choose this option. So what we have done is we have given a name for the repository, set it as public because we are going to upload free modules. So I'll give the name as Odoo Meets Apps, or anything you can give, Odoo Meets Apps, or you can give Odoo Meets Tutorials. Anything you can give a description that stands with your subject. So I have given the description public add readme file. Then I'll click on create a repository. So you can see the repository has been successfully created. So next step is to create the branches. So here you can see by default we have the master branch, that is main. Then what you have to do, you have to create the branch. Suppose if you are going to upload a module of version 14, specify the branch name as 14.0, and if you are uploading to version 13, set the branch name as 13.0. So first of all I'll be uploading module to version 14, so I have to create a branch called 14.0. So here you can see I'm create branch. So I'm creating a branch with name 14.0. So here you can see I have created a branch. So what we have done so far is we have created a repository which is public, and I have created a branch with name 14.0. So the next step is to clone this branch to our local. So here you can see on code we will be getting the link. So I'll copy this, and what I'll do, I'll clone this repository to my local. So I'll go to terminal, and from here I'll clone this repository, git clone, and I'll clone this repository. So here you can see the repository has been cloned, and if I click on ls, you can see the repository. So here you can see this is the repository that I have cloned, Odoo Apps. Now you have to check out to the branch 14. So I'll give git checkout -b 14.0. I have to check out to that branch. So my current branch is 14.0. So I have created a repository, I have created a branch with name 14.0, then I have cloned the repository, and I have check out to corresponding branch, that is 14.0. So now what you have to do, you have to set your username and password, that is username, and you have to configure git username and email. So I'll configure my email as and username as git config username odoobot 007, and I have to set my email odoobot007@gmail.com, that is git config username. So what I have done is I have set my username as odoobot007 and git email as odoobot007@gmail.com. So that's done. Now what we have to do, we have to put our module inside this folder. So I'll go to PyCharm, and here you can see this is our module. So before putting the module into that path, you have to check your manifest file. So here you can see we have set the module name, we have set the version as 14.01, and you have given a summary, you have to give a description, and then you have to set the category for your module. So I'll explain the things. So the things that you have to take care is name, summary, you have to give a description, category, author has to be specified, you can give your website, license has to be given, then image. So this image, so I'll explain this image. So first let's upload this module. So this is our module. So what I'll do, I'll copy this module, copy, and what I'll do, I'll put it inside this path. This is the repository that we have cloned, Odoo Apps, and I'll paste it here, Odoo Apps. And what you have to do, you have to remove, there will be some cache files, pyc files. So there is no cache files .pyc, there is nothing, that's fine. So what I'll do, so we have added the module to the cloned repository. Now we have to push this to the corresponding repository. So if I enter git status, you can see Odoo tutorials is there, git add -a, git commit -m, give a commit message, add, I'll give that Odoo tutorials. So don't worry about this. So what I'm doing is that I'm right now we have cloned the repository. Now we have to add that module to corresponding repository. So I have added the module to the corresponding path and git status. On and clicking git status, I can see a new module has been added to the path. Then you have to enter git add a. Then you have to commit this changes, git commit -m, and give your commit message, that is add Odoo tutorials. Then what you have to do, git push. I'll set this as upstream, so I'll copy this, copy, and I'll paste it. Git push upstream origin Odoo 14. Then you have to enter your GitHub username and password. So I'll enter my GitHub username odoobot007. Then you have to enter the password. So I'll enter my password and I'll click on enter. So you can see the module is getting pushed to the corresponding repository. Writing object 55%, and you can see the module has been successfully pushed. So right now if I come to the browser and if I check here, you can see 14.0 had recent pushes. So if I just refresh, and here you can see the Odoo tutorials has been added to the corresponding repository. So if you check the commit, you can see before 1 minute Odoo bot committed this module. So here I can see the code that I have pushed. So we have successfully added our module to GitHub. So the first step is done, that is we have created a module, we have pushed the module to the corresponding repository. The next step is to, what you have to do, you have to register this repository inside the odoo.com. So if I go here, this is the Odoo account that I have created to for this video purpose. So what you have to do, you have to go to my account. So this is my account, not my account. You have to go to my apps dashboard. So once you open or once you log into your Odoo account, that is odoo.com, you will have this button and you can go to my apps dashboard. So simply click on my apps dashboard, and here you can see right now if you check apps I registered, it will be empty because so far we haven't uploaded any modules from this account. First of all, what you have to do, you have to register your repositories. So simply click on repositories, and you can ignore this. This is just I have done for the testing purpose. So in your case it will be empty first, it will not be here. Click on register a new repository. Simply click on register new repository, and what you have to do, register your git repository. You have to come to your repository, and what you have to do, you have to simply copy this, Control C. You have to copy this HTTPS and you have to specify it here, the path, then put Control Z. If you put here, you can see you have to put the path, then hash the version number. So I'll copy the link that I get from here. So I have copied this, then you have to specify the branch number. So I'll put a hash, then 14.0 because I'm uploading version 14. So I have pasted the URL and put hash 14.0. Then you have to click on submit. So once you click on submit, you can see it has been added here. So you can see we have successfully added the repositories here. And then what you have to do, you have to simply click on scan. So let's see what happens on clicking scan. So I'll click on scan, scan requested. The page will refresh automatically once it is done. So the page refresh has been done and there is no error. Sometimes you will be receiving such errors. You are getting this error here because I have deleted this repository and there is no option in the Odoo App Store to delete a registered repository. So it's there and you are getting this error because I'll come to that later. Just that will be better. So we have successfully registered and we have scanned that repository. You can see the label is active. And if you go to apps I registered, you can see the module has been uploaded to the Odoo App Store. So if I remove this one, so this is the link to the Odoo App Store, and here you can see your module has been successfully added, Odoo tutorials. And if I open this, you can see the technical name is Odoo tutorials website, everything is done. So it's simple as what we can say. Just what you need to do, what we have done so far is simply created a GitHub account, created an Odoo account, created a repository, clone that repository to our local, check out to the corresponding branch, we added that module to that corresponding branch, we pushed the module to corresponding repository and copied the link and registered that repository inside odoo.com and scan it. On scanning, you can see the module has been successfully uploaded into the Odoo store. So if I go here, my dashboard, you can see apps I registered, only one app is there. So if I open that, you can see Odoo tutorials. So this name is coming from the manifest file, this name Odoo tutorials, and we have set the version as 14.01 summary Odoo tutorials description. So let me go back to the here, and if you place the mouse over here, you can see a short description is coming, Odoo tutorials. So I think this is coming from either from the summary or from the description. Odoo. So let's to confirm, let me change Odoo tutorials by Odoo Mates. So I'll give the description as Odoo tutorials by Odoo Mates, and the author, you can see author is specified as Odoo Mates. So or by maintainer Odoo Mates. So using that, what I can say, using that, the author is coming by Odoo Mates, and website, you can see the website address which we have given here, license LGPL3, you can see license LGPL3, and here you can see we have an image here. So this is called as banner image for a module, that is banner image. So to set such a image here, suppose if we didn't set a banner image, it will be coming as empty. So you have to take care of adding a banner image for your module. So if I go back to PyCharm and inside static description, you can see I have added a banner.gif. Right now it's not playable here, so I have added a banner.gif and I have specified it here in the images. So inside the manifest file, in the images key, you have to set, either you can specify a gif or either you can set a normal image. Just you have to specify the path here, static description banner.gif or banner.png or banner.jpg, you can specify. So the image that you set here will be appearing as a banner image for your module. And here you can see you have got another icon, another image here. This is the icon for the module. So if I go to PyCharm, and here you can see icon.png. So you have to set the image in the same name, that is you cannot give any other name like odomates.png or something like that. You have to add a file named icon.png. it should be in png format. So once you add, that is static description icon.png, it will be coming here, that is icon image for your module, and this is the banner image for your module. And here you have technical name, that is the folder name or module name, technical name Odoo tutorials, and here you can the license LGPL3, and website you can specify. So you can go with AGPL or LGPL license for your module. Then here you have a section which comes from the index file. So here you can see these are the main details, and here you can see these details are coming from the index file. So if I go back to PyCharm, and here you can see in description I have got a index.html file. So you can do one thing, simply add a file called index.html and just add your module details here. So here I can see if you have any queries, I have designed a section and saying if you have any queries or doubt, just contact us. So this HTML content is showing here. If you have any queries or doubt, just contact us, email odoomates@gmail.com. So the things that you have to take care is you have to set icon image, you have to set banner image for your module, add index.html for detailed description. So once you upload the module, what the end user see will be this index.html. So try to design a good HTML page so that users will get good understanding about what functionality your module will be bringing. So better by adding image and try to make as good as possible. So if you have any n number of functionalities and if you haven't documented it well, users will not be downloading and installing. So once you've done the module, just spend some time to create the index file and document the things that you have done. So the users will be initially seeing only this banner image, this icon and the index file. They will not be directly downloading and installing and checking the module. They will be just reading the documentation and they will try to understand what all functionalities will be there, and they should be get impressed with the index file, and then only they will be downloading this module. So you can see banner image is there, icon image and index file. So this is how you can upload module to Odoo Store. Now what I will do, so here you can see by Odoo mates. Suppose if you have any another order, like what I can say. So right now we have uploaded modules from Odoo bot. So we can add here like Odoo bot comma Odoo mates. Suppose I need to give authorship to another person like Odoo bot. Actually this is Odoo bot account, and you can see I'll specify the author as Odoo bot comma Odoo mates, and you can specify also one thing. And once you initially uploaded your module and if you are making any changes, try to increase the version number. So I have in the initial version is 14.01. now I'm making some changes. Then make sure that you are uploading or changing the version number so that users can understand a new version has been released. So keep that in mind to change the version number. Summary and description is given, category tutorials. So regarding this category, so right now I have given the category as tutorials. So if you go to the Odoo App Store, here you can see in the store, here you can see you have categories. So just let it get refreshed. So here you can see there is some predefined categories, so you have to specify. Suppose if your module is accounting module, you have to specify the category as accounting. So right now our module is something related with tutorials, so I have specified the category as tutorials. So you have to specify the correct category so that it will be getting filtered. So here you can see in the category you have accounting, discuss, document management, e-commerce, human resources. So you have to select. Suppose if a module is something related with sales, you have to specify sales. So right now we have set as tutorial. So when I filter tutorial, you can see where is our module. You can see Odoo tutorials is getting applied or getting filtered here. So that's the use of setting category. Then license, you can go with LGPL or AGPL. Then banner image has to be set, etc. So we have made some changes, like I have updated the author name and description I have updated and version number changed. So let's upload the latest code. So I'll copy. So initially we have done uploaded module. Now I have made couple of changes, Odoo tutorials, or I'll give the name as Odoo mates tutorials. So later I'm thinking that I need to change the module name. So I have given Odoo mates tutorials. So now I'll copy this file, and what I'll do, I'll paste it here. So I'll delete the current code and I'll paste the new one, and I'll come to my terminal and I'll enter git status. You can see there is some changes inside the manifest file, git add. Then I'll commit again. Then I'll give the commit message as imp, and I'll give some commit message version, or just like you can give any commit message, update manifest file or update module name. I'll give something like the update module name. Done. Then you have to push, git push, enter your password Odoo bot 007. Then you have to enter your password, click on enter. You can see the module has been committed. Now if you go to browser and if you check your repositories and if you just refresh, you can see in the version, in the branch 14.0, you have got another commit, that is 20 seconds ago. And if I open that commit, you can see what I have done. I have changed the name to Odoo mates tutorial, version 14.1.0, description is updated and all the results are updated. So once you upload some change, it will not be automatically reflecting in the store, Odoo store. If you go to the Odoo store, still it will be where is. So let me come here that is, let me change the URL. Still it will be, you can see still it's Odoo tutorials, so the name has not been getting changed, so it will not be automatically reflect here. So once you make changes, what you have to do in the repository, you have to scan that repository again. So I'll go to my dashboard, go to repositories. Here you have the corresponding repository and you have to scan it, or you can tick this one to automatically scan. Simply you can scan this. So scan requested, the page will refresh automatically once done. So it has been scanned. So you can see right now it's Odoo tutorials. Once I refresh, it will change to Odoo Mates tutorial. So let me refresh. You can see the name has been changed, and the author, you can see it's coming as Odoo bot, Odoo Mates, Odoo bot, Odoo Mates, because I have changed the author as Odoo bot, Odoo Mates, and name as Odoo Mates tutorial. So you can see the changes has been reflected here. So the changes has been reflected here. So right now it's a free module. You can simply download it from here. You can see it has been getting downloaded. And if you need to deploy it directly in the Odoo SH, you can use this button. And what I can say, you can just download. So I have clicked the download button, and if I refresh, you can see the downloaded count. That is one download we have received for this module. That is, I have downloaded just to show. So this is how you can upload a paid module to the Odoo App Store. So currently you can see the version is 14.0. What if you need to add version 13? You have to first create a repository, not repository, you have to create a new branch. So right now we have 14.0. Suppose if I need to upload its version 13, so right now we have only version 14, and what I will show, I will be creating a new branch called 13.0. I'll be creating, or I'll be creating, let me create it from 14. So where is 14, branch 14? So instead of creating from the main branch, I'll create from 14. So let me create 13.0, create branch from Odoo 14.0. So I'm creating a new branch from 14.0. So this module will be getting copied. So I'll create a branch 13.0. You can see I have created a branch 13.0, and you can see it get copied. So here you can see right now we have two branches, that is 13.0 and 14.0, and you can see in 13.0 we are getting Odoo tutorials because I have created new branch from Odoo 14. So what I have to do, I have to register this repository there in the Odoo store. I'll copy this and I'll go to the here, register a new repository, hash new branch is 13.0, click on submit. You can see where is 13.0, yeah, it gets added here. Simply click on scan requested, the page will automatically refresh. So it succeeded, there is no errors. So you can see currently we have only 14.0. Once I refresh, it will be two branches, you can see available in also version 13. So right now we are getting it in the both version, and if you need to get version 12, you can create, either you can create like this one. What I have done, I have just copied from 14, or you can directly create a new branch 12.0. it will be coming initially empty, 12.0 is empty. Clone this branch, add the module here, and just register the repository here and scan. Then your module will be getting uploaded into the Odoo App Store. So this is how you can upload a module for free in the Odoo App Store. I think you understand that, and if you have any doubts, you can see we are getting a second download. Someone has downloaded this code. Similarly, user will be downloading this module and will be using. And if they have any issue, they will be directly putting it here, or they can access our repository and they can register the issue here in the issue section. So this is how you can upload a module to Odoo App Store. Then if you need to sell some paid modules, suppose take a case, right now we have put it for free, and let's assume a case where you have to sell some paid modules. So we all know that paid modules will help us to generate a revenue. Suppose you might be working in some companies, or you are staying as a freelancer. The Odoo apps is a good source to generate income. Simply you have to create a module and put in the app store, set it a reasonable price, and someone buys the module, you will be getting that money. So suppose if you are putting a module for 10 USD, you will be getting a revenue of 70 percentage. From that, Odoo will be taking 30 percentage commission, and you will be getting 70 percentage of that revenue. That is, if you are selling a module for 10 USD, Odoo will be taking 3 USD, and you will be getting 7 USD for each purchase. So I have initially told, when you are selling a paid module, you have to use a private repository. So I'll go to the Odoo board, and I have already created a private repository before 2 days named as test. Here you can see, and I have set it as a private repository. And in the settings, so if you are going to sell paid module, what you have to do, you have to create the repository as private repository. Else the problem is that if you are putting it as a public repository and putting as paid module in Odoo App Store, user will not be purchasing the module from the store. Simply they will be coming in the GitHub, and they will be directly downloading it from here. So in order to prevent that, keep it as a private repository. So GitHub is providing the private repository. So here you can see we are private repository, and here you can see I have granted. So when you are uploading free paid module, you will be creating a private repository, and you have to grant access for this user, that is Odoo Online. So I have invited Odoo Online, but still it's not accepted. I think it might take some time to upload, means accept the invitation. So we have to create a private repository first. I'll explain. So I have created a private repository named test, and what I'll do, I'll create another module. Just I'll copy this and paste Odoo tutorials. I'll name it as Odoo development. I'll name it as Odoo development. So what I have done is I have created a new module called Odoo development. Copy. So let me change some changes. Replace in path, and I have to name it as Odoo development. Replace all. So simply I have created a new module called Odoo development, and I'll change its name to Odoo development, etc. I'll give the user as Odoo bot, maintainer Odoo bot, and I'll keep the same website. So what I'm doing is that I'll be showing you how to upload this module, that is Odoo development, as a paid module to the Odoo App Store. So what I have to do, when you're uploading a paid module, you have to add a price tag here. What you have to do, you have to add a price tag along with this. You have to specify the price equal to, I'll be setting the price as 10.0. there is something wrong, yeah, price 10. You have to set the price, and then you have to set the currency also. Currency, I'll put the currency as USD. Either you can specify the price in USD, or you can specify the price in euro. Either you can set USD or EUR. So to upload a paid module, you simply has to set a price key and currency key inside the manifest file. So once you set price key, the module cannot be downloaded free. You have to pay the module or purchase the module to download it. So what I have done, I have copied the Odoo development from Odoo tutorials, and I have set the price key and currency key here. Now what I'll do, I'll simply copy this, and before copying, you have to clone your repository. I'll clone this to my local. So I'll go to here, I'll open terminal, or I'll use the same here. So cd, and I'll clone the newly created repository, git clone test. So it will be asking. So right now, as it is a private repository, it will be asking for your credentials on cloning Odoo 007. Then you have to enter your password to clone it. So I can see I have successfully cloned that repository, and also you have to create a branch here. So similarly here I have already created 14.0. so what I'll do, I'll check out to the corresponding branch, git checkout minus b 14.0. that's done. Now what I'll do, I'll copy the new module Odoo development to that folder. So I'll go to files and here I have the test. I'll paste the module here. So I have done here. Now what we have to do, we have to push the module to the store. Git status, sorry, this no, you have to go, you have to move to that path, cd test ls git status. If you enter git status, you can see a new module Odoo development, git add minus a, then you have to commit, git commit minus m. I'll get the commit message as imp or add uploading paid module. I'll get the commit message as uploading paid module. That's done. Then you have to push, git push. You have to set Odoo bot 007 and you have to enter your password, Odoo bot. That's done. Then the module will be pushed to the corresponding repository. So here you can see the push is successful. Now if I go to the browser and if I just refresh, I think it get to add it to the main branch. So we have to add it to the 14.0. so something wrong, so let me check. Git add, so I forget to check out, git checkout minus b 14.0 git status, mistake was happened. Git status, if I go here, test, and if I come git stat git add, something wrong happened in the process that I have done. So what I'll do, I'll just do one thing, I'll delete this again, control D, I'll delete and I'll clone it once again. So cd and I'll clone that repository once again, git clone. Where is git clone? I'm cloning that one. Enter your password, sorry, control Z, it has been a wrong username. Let me remove this, delete, clone it again, Odoo port 007, enter your password, you can see it's getting cloned. Then you have to navigate to that path, git checkout minus b 14.0. so we have to switch to that branch. Then what you have to do, you have to paste your module inside this path. So I think still Odoo development is there, so still I'll just delete Odoo development and I'll copy from here and I'll paste it here. And if I go here, I'll enter git status, so it's same, we contain that file. So if I go here and if I refresh, 14.0 main, so I'll do one thing, I'll create it as 13.0. so 13.0, create branch from 13.0. so here you can see in 13 we have a module called uploading paid module. So I have to register this repository in odoo.com. so copy this link, go to Odoo Apps Store, go to my dashboard, repositories, register a new repository. You have to click here, hash version 13.0, we are uploading version 13.0, click on submit. Then you will be getting an error, Odoo apps, where is that, test git, just try to scan. On scanning you might receive error, you can see error while updating git from, you can see you are getting an error because once you are uploading, so this is a private repository, so once you are uploading a module from private repository, you have to grant access to the user named Odoo Online. So if you go to manage access, here you can see I have invited a user called Odoo Online, and you can see it's in pending invite. So once they accept the invitation, you have to wait until they accept the invitation. 1 minute. You have to wait until they accept the invitation. So here you can see awaiting Odoo Online's response. So once they accept your invitation, you will be able to scan this successfully. So what I'll do, I'll simply, right now I'm not able to scan from this repository because they haven't accepted the invitation. So what I'll do, I'll simply copy this module and I'll paste it in the first repository, that is Odoo Apps. So here I'll paste. So this is the initial public repository that I have created. Now I'll commit the module to that repository itself. So let me go back, cd, then I'll go to cd Odoo Apps. If I enter git status, you can see a new module has been added, Odoo development, git add -a, then you have to commit -m, add uploading paid module, then you have to push, git push, enter your username, odoobot 007, then you can see the module has been committed. So what we have done is we have set price and currency for this module, and we have pushed to public repository itself because Odoo Online hasn't accepted our invitation. So I'm just uploading to the public repository itself. So if I go to browser, and here you can see what is our free repository, odoobot 007, and here I have Odoo Apps, which is our public repository. And if I go to the version 14.0, here you can see we have the Odoo development module. And if I open that, and if I open the manifest file, you can see the price is 10 and currency is USD. So what you have to do, I'll be scanning that repository, that is 14.0. So I'll click on scan. So once you scan, it will automatically refresh. There is no errors like this. So now if you go back to the Odoo store, so I'll go to the apps, and where is it, let me remove the URL, and if I come back to the apps, here you can see Odoo development, and it's not a free module. You can see the price is coming 10.0, and if I open, you will not have the download button. Instead you will have to add to cart, and you have to buy that because I have set the price there. Here you can see, here I have set the price as 10 USD and currency as USD. So you cannot download it for free, even though you can download it free from here in the GitHub because it's a public repository. From the Odoo App Store you cannot download. So in order to publish a paid module, what you have to do is that you have to set the price key, you have to specify the price, then you have to set the corresponding currency. So once you've done that, you can scan the module and it will be available. And the thing that you will get download is, how can I put the price? You can put it as 1, you can put it as 100, you can put it as 1000, depending on the functionality that module add. Also you have to check, suppose if you are adding a module and it has some alternatives in the module. Suppose what I will do, suppose if I am putting a module for invoice print, simple invoice print, and it has a module like another module from another authors with a price range of 10 USD or 20 USD, try to keep your modules price range in the same range of other modules in the same functionality. Suppose if you create a module for, what I can say, dynamic report, and you put it as 1000 USD, whereas another author is selling it for 100 USD, obviously people will go for the low price. So try to keep your price with the other authors with the same functionality. And also when you are putting initially uploading a module, don't put high price, keep it as much as low as you can possible for the initial downloads. So if you have a module with 100 price USD, initially please keep it as 10 USD, 20 USD, etc. So it's a couple of downloaders will download and they will be satisfying. So once they satisfy, they will be adding some reviews here, then you can increase the price. So initially I have set it as 10, and I think later some days I'm thinking I need to change the price. So simply you can change the price in manifest file. So what I'll do, after getting couple of download, I think I have to increase the price. Then you can go to GitHub directly, take the corresponding branch 13.14.0 Odoo development. I need to change the price. I can click on edit from here and I'll set, I need to sell it for 50 or 25. You can set here 25, then commit changes. So the changes is committed. I updated the price to 25. Then come here, scan the repository again. Scanning is happening, and you can see on refresh the price will be changed to 25. So initially keep the price as much as low you can possible, then try to change the price once you get enough downloads. So this is how we can upload free module and paid module to the Odoo App Store. So if you have any doubts, feedbacks or suggestion, don't hesitate to comment it out or reach us over the email, that is odoomates@gmail.com. And also I would like to introduce, we have the sites like Canva. You can use these sites, or you can use spark.adobe.com for creating the banner image or banner gif, and for creating the icon images you can use this website. So don't worry, I'll be adding all these links inside the video description. And if you like the video, please do click the like button and subscribe the channel so that you will be not missing any modules from, or you will not be missing any videos from Odoo Mates. So that's it for the day. Have a nice day. Thank you.